10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, I'm speaking to Central Coast duo, the Silverline. Now, Michael's not originally... He's not originally from the Central Coast. He's from Nashville, Tennessee.
No.
Wow, there you go. So, and Catherine is a local to Australia and has appeared on The Voice in season 7. And got all the way to the finals. So today, Dax chats to the Silverline. And here they are. G'day, guys.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How you going, mate?
How you going, mate? So Michael,
I'm trying to fit in.
You're originally from Nashville.
Yeah. I mean, been here in Australia for 17 years, so seems like a lifetime ago.
It's not.
But yeah, originally, yeah.
It's not usual that we find someone that is from Nashville. You know, like many people come into Nashville from all over the world these days. I actually spoke to someone last week who was born and bred in Nashville. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's like Los Angeles. There's no original Los people. They all come in from outside.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So you guys are known as the Country with a Cause duo. All right. So you've done some singles that have been for Home Sweet Homeless was one of them. So talk us through the cause. Why the issues?
Well, I can start with the first song, and then you can feed into that.
Yeah.
We've been writing music for a long time and doing different facets of it. Michael in the States had a couple of development deals and a record deal, and you toured a fair bit doing stuff like that. And I've sung with friends. My two closest friends are the youngest daughters of Barry Crocker, legendary Australian entertainer. Yep. So I've toured with them, with the Australian Army Band. So done a whole lot of stuff for a long time. When we met, we finally sort of found our true north with the country genre and both started to write along those lines. I have friends who live in Warren in New South Wales. And for people that know New South Wales, we're actually Sydney-based, not Central Coast, but that's okay.
Okay.
Very close. Warren's about an hour outside of Dubbo. And last year, in the midst of one of the most horrific droughts, we went to visit them, as we do. And he's a cotton sprayer, and we're just like completely struck by how incredibly devastating it was. So that was the genesis for the first song, which was Let the Rain Fall, which we released in September 2019. We've always been of the mindset that we wanted to do something very positive with the music. Country music is about a lot of things. It can be about drinking whiskey. It can be about having a party. Our next song's a bit of a country rocker, so really in that. But we sort of took the line with wanting to do something to make an impact with the music, hence the first song. And out of that came that little slogan, Country with a Cause, because we wanted to attach it to causes, to raise awareness and do good with it. So that's where it sort of started off.
Yeah, and then we had our second single was not a cause song at all. It was a song about growing up, falling in love with a guitar, called Box of Wood. It did really well on the charts.
Yep.
Did #1 for 4 weeks, which was pretty fun.
And
then we went back to the cause with our Home Sweet Homeless. Yeah, that's great. And so that really was written because I used to have to go into Sydney to work in the pre-COVID days, and I'd go to Central Station and I'd walk along and I'd see all the homeless people. You know, I had about a 2-block walk between the station and where I worked. And there was this one fella there, and he was wearing like a military jacket, and he had a guitar and a dog and a cup, and I was just really drawn to him. And I'd always put money in his cup when I walked by. But then I got to thinking, well, you know what? We're doing this album. We're writing these songs. Maybe I could do something a little bit more than just put a few bucks in a cup. Do that, but do a little bit more. And so we came up with the idea for the song "Home Sweet Homeless." And it's really, she's got a verse of it. I've got a verse of it. I do the guy, you know, playing the guitar on the street, and she's a woman who's escaping a bad situation in her relationship. And so there's a lot of people that are homeless. 114,000 people sleep rough every night in Australia. And so we wanted to do something to raise awareness and help those people, but also raise a bit of money. So all of the revenue for that song actually went to the Exodus Foundation, which is Bill Cruz in Sydney.
Yes.
And now we're walking the wall with another fun one. You know, it's got a little bit more zing to it, and got some rocking guitar and her great lead vocal, and
Well, thank you.
we're very happy with it, very pleased.
I do remember. I know how bad the situation is, especially in Sydney, where and in Brisbane. I mean, many years ago, I lived in Brisbane, and it was shocking up there, and it didn't look like the government did anything about it. They just swept it under the rug and went, you know, so what? And Sydney's pretty much the same. I remember when I was living on the Central Coast in 2018 and working in Sydney, and I would get off at Central Station and walk from Central Station all the way to Circular Quay, because that was my exercise for the day. I thought I'd just walk it. And it was amazing how many people you would see, you know, sleeping on the side of the street on George Street, you know, or Pitt Street, whichever street I wanted to take. You know, it was really awful.
Yeah.
So congratulations for bringing.
It really, yeah, thank you.
It's good to bring awareness to it. I mean, I wish there was more that we could do. You know, because I've actually met homeless people that are there because they want to be there, and that's freaky.
Yeah, that's right. And there's no better genre of music than country music to be able to bring these stories to light. You know, it's not wanting to shake your booty and all that sort of stuff, but they're actually really well-written songs. You know, a lot of people do very, very well-written songs that really tell a story about real life and real life situations. So we love the rock and country, let's party and have a good time, but we also want to do more with our music than just that. We want to do that, but also you know, do something that has a little bit more depth to it.
Which you are certainly doing. Very, very good. So you've got something coming. What's coming? Tell us all about this new track.
Well, we release a new track tomorrow, and the track's called "Walking the Wall," and it's a song that was written about, you know, walking the line, about making a commitment. It's about staying true to your relationship, or even the thing that you want to pursue. Maybe it's a career or a person, or, you know, so don't walk the wall because you'll end up falling off it. Make the commitment, you know what I mean? Stay the course, be true. That's what the song's about. And we got the privilege of recording our album with Simon Johnson, and he's Hillbilly Hut in Cooranbong in the Central Coast. And this song's just a cracker. Yeah. So it's been an amazing ride. We've shot this with a gentleman by the name of Bobby Kidd, who's done a phenomenal job with it. So we're just blown away, and we're very, very excited to release it tomorrow. So it's an up-tempo, I think it's an up-tempo banger. It's good. I had fun doing it, so it was really good. Yeah. So did you.
I did. It was fun to play on it, and you know, and Kathy sings it so well.
And just for everybody that's watching, it was released today. because this was pre-recorded and we're going to air on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Today.
So let's take all that back. No, it's fine.
That's it.
So, I mean, obviously we have to talk about the bad stuff that's been happening. How has life been for you, and how have you kept motivated when it comes to music throughout this whole pandemic?
Well, that's a good one. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. You have to really hone in on, fortunately, we were in the midst of producing this album. And the studio that we use with Simon up there in Cornwall, he closed down for a little while, but then he opened back up, and we were able to go. It's just the two of us going up there. So, we're going up. We've got a little bit more to do on it. Should release sometime in November. But so that was a motivator. Just do a lot of writing, and there's a lot of work that goes into doing this music, besides doing music, as you know.
Yep.
So there's all of that promotion and marketing and all that sort of stuff that you have to do, and you have to continue to do. So we just have kept releasing songs to radio.
Yeah, we've had a timeline to track to. So watching the last single go through the course and getting so much incredible radio support from the country music community here in Australia, and being fairly some people say, it's an overnight success, but we've been plugging away at it for a while, and we've done the hard yards, gigging, in cover bands and doing different things for a long time. So this is good to plow all your efforts into this. And COVID has been, same for everyone. It's been the weirdest, most strange, sad, unusual year. It's impacted so many people employment-wise, musicians with no work. But I can get a sense of it now that we're coming up. I think the curve is starting up the other way. For us, anyway, we've got some work coming up. We gigged last weekend and got a festival next year, so we're really looking forward to it. So things are starting to energize and happen, which is great for everyone.
Yeah, well, that's good. My biggest concern where I am is that it's all going to come back, because we've gone through summer here. I'm in the northern hemisphere, you're in the southern hemisphere, so we've just gone through our hottest part of life, and it was all down. It all went down to nothing, and so my concern is a huge second wave in China would be drastic, but that's what we're sort of looking towards right now.
Sure.
And other parts of the Northern Hemisphere, such as Canada, the UK, Brazil, they're all starting to push that second wave. So I'm a bit concerned. I like that Australia is easing off as it gets warmer. It's going to ease off more. But I wouldn't be quick to think that that's it, it's all said and done, because I think it's going to be a long road, a long road to recovery from this.
Well, I think you're right about that, and the people, everybody is anxious. Everybody wants life to go back to normal, and it's going to be a while.
It won't be the same. I don't think it will ever be the same. We're always going to be aware of how close we are to people now. We're always going to be, worried about how many people are in an aisle in the supermarket. It's one of those things that has just changed human perception.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, you worry about what you touch.
Absolutely. Still to this day, it started here in January, and still to this day, I very rarely go outside. Very rarely. I stay in my studio. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You don't know who's got it.
You can see that by the beard.
And the tan, he's so tan.
It was longer.
You should keep growing it out for Christmas.
The hair.
Yeah, I've got a friend who he's a karaoke. Yeah, the hair, it's all growing.
The hair has been.
I've got a friend who works in a karaoke business.
Mm.
You're rocking a bit of a It's good. I like it.
Yeah, that's good, buddy.
I tell you, Casey Barnes did this to me. I was in Australia, and Casey Barnes made this joke on Facebook about, he had a picture that looked like him. It wasn't him, and it was with a full what they call it, mullet cut. All right, and so I was like. He was like, "Oh, you should grow a mullet," and I was bald when I was back in Australia. I had no hair whatsoever, and then COVID struck, and I'm back in China. I'm like, I can't go to a hairdresser. I'm not going outside. That's it. The mullet's coming back.
Yeah, back in style.
It is.
It is.
What are they?
And it even looks good with a hat. See, it even looks good with a hat.
Party at the back. Right.
Yeah,
Hey, I like that. That's how I like it.
There you go.
that's good, man. You're rocking that hat, buddy.
The hat makes the man.
That is brand new. It came in today. Beautiful hat. Yes. So that's from what are they called? Dallas hats. Yes, Dallas hats. Very good.
Nice.
Mm.
Obviously from the States.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that came in today, and I'm like,
fancy.
and it's very hard to find a hat that suits you, and like there's so many different styles of hat. And when this one came in, I was skeptical. I was like, oh, I don't know. And then my wife turned around to me today and she said, "Your hat's here." And I went, "Okay." I went outside, I picked it up, and I went, "This is beautiful." And it just works.
It really is.
It just works. Look at that.
It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Oh, I love it. I love the
little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
it almost looks a bit Tim McGraw-ish.
It's a bit Tim
Yeah.
McGraw-ish. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
you got the Tim McGraw look there. It is.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't sing like
We
Tim
like
McGraw, but
We do.
all right. Well, we'll put that hat away. Okay,
You're
so
rocking a hat, though.
apart from the new track, what is coming up for the Silverline?
Well, we've got a venue here in Sydney. It's a beautiful Italian restaurant
Lovely.
called Gasparo's, and they do music. And he's starting to really lock into country music, which is great. And we're playing there in 2 weeks on a Friday night. But then in January, he's decided that he wants to do a little mini festival. I don't know what they're calling it yet, but it'll be a whole lot of acts, and we're part of that, and we're excited. So that's coming up. We've got some stuff out west. We're going to be doing the Brower thing, and then Harmony
Club.
German Club. We'll be doing that.
Canberra? Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Canberra.
Canberra. Yeah.
And then the Central Coast, what's it called?
Country Music Club.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's coming up as well. So a few things.
It's starting to churn now, so it's good.
So that's coming up. Album should be released in November. When that releases, you can get it on our website. We'll push the heck out of it, on Facebook and everything. And,
Sure.
we want people to have it, obviously, or we wouldn't have done it. And we'll be pushing that on our website, which, by the way, is www.thesilverline.net.au.
That's right. I would have said that at the end, but there you go. Nice plug. Nice plug. All right.
You're a selfless promoter.
I am.
So looking forward, 2021 is we still don't know, Tamworth was a big upset for everybody to say that it was going to be not happening. Yeah. So look, all I can do is say, I wish you all the best, and I'm glad you're out gigging again to some point. Obviously, there's social distancing rules with that, where all that's concerned and stuff like that. So, I do hope that everything comes back to some sort of normal in Australia very soon. It's been a crazy year, and I'm glad that the Country Thunder Network has been able to play your music throughout this time.
Yes, and thank you for that.
Thank you. We really appreciate your support, and I know how much you support Australian country music and globally. But you're right in there with everyone, and you can really sense the presence of it and see it happening. So it's wonderful. What you do is fantastic.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, you guys enjoy your evening, and thank you so much for coming and talking to me on Dax Chats. And I look forward to hearing your new single tomorrow, which is today. All right, ladies.
Dax, and all the best, and you take.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Silverline, Michael and Catherine there. You can find their new song on their Spotify playlists. You can get it on Apple Music. You can download it on all your major streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. Or you can go to their website, thesilverline.net.au. Okay, so until next time, this is DJ Dax, and you've been watching Dax Chats, which is proudly supported by Neon Horse in Stanhope, Victoria. Bye for now.